All right. LordsOfGaming.net Iron Lord podcast with the legendary Thierry, the messenger. Best debut indie is back. We saw them last year, 2017. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. How are you, man?
We're in a real festive, tropical mood right now.
Absolutely, yeah.
Coming off the high of winning that award, how does it feel at the Game Awards to be celebrated when you were in this area and you debuted this game and this crazy ambition of the messenger?
It was crazy, man, you know, because especially hitting that retro nerve, right? It feels like it's been done over and over, so how do you stand out with it, right? So we took a few creative risks, and it all worked out, man, so we're super stoked to be here.
Absolutely. Now, what do we have here? This is new content, DLC. Break it down for us.
So it's called the Picnic Panic. It's a free DLC that we're doing as a thank you note, you know, to everyone who encouraged us with the game. And so, you know, in the main game, it's like this big curse that's been hundreds of thousands of years, and then you end up breaking it. And so instead of doing the like, oh, but 2 days later it's back and you somehow break it again in 2 hours, you know, we decided to branch it off completely and do like more of a, we think of it as kind of a Christmas special, you know, it's like a lower stakes, lighthearted, you know. You know, just a send-off, you know, like the messenger deserves a vacation is the basic idea.
Oh, okay. So like messenger on vacation is the vibe we're going for.
Oh yeah. Okay. So there's terror in the tropics, you know. And so the messenger has to go rescue some helpless creatures that were taken hostage by an evil demon. But it's on tropical Vulcan Island.
Nice.
So the first level, as he's playing here, is basically that you will be surfing to get to that tropical island.
Oh, we going all the way tropical with it.
Oh, totally.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Ninja on a surfboard, man.
I love it. Let's go. Shinobi 3 vibes.
Yeah, so that's the demo that we have for PAX.
Checking it out.
So basically, what we do, so the first level is the surf. So that's how we get to. All right,
there we go. Oh, we back. We back, baby. We back.
Sprites are fixed. All right, so so the first level, now he's just going through the tutorial, so basically you learn how to surf, you'll be dodging rocks and all of that.
Nice.
A lot of people who've played the demo have mentioned Battletoads, which we might confess to might
some
be an
inspiration. All right.
But, you know, like the TMNT on the surf.
No doubt.
We also, it's like toggle lanes, kind of like Excite Bike, if you will.
Okay. So we can go from lane to lane.
Yeah.
And we got our obstacles with a little bit of platforming with the jumps and stuff like that.
Right, yeah. And it's also that you have a boost, so you can kind of get aggressive, so whenever there's debris like that, you can kind of like eat at them with your boost, and so you're trying to like change lanes.
Nice.
And the idea is that you're trying to maintain your boost by like feeding it, if that makes sense.
I love the change of pace. I think you nailed it, which is like lighthearted, coming off the seriousness of the messenger story, and just having some fun. Really unique DLC, man.
Right, yeah. Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Absolutely, bro.
And so this is the first level to get to the island, and then after that, you know, it's, I won't spoil too much, but you know, it's like what you'd expect, like the beach, jungle, voodoo magic, volcano, things like that. You'll be fighting a big totem, you know, that's causing the tropical storm and things like that. So,
now let me ask you, during this section, is our good friend who we have to owe lives to, is he back? Is he stealing? Yes, is Gorble stealing coins right now if we mess up?
Corbel is always there to save your life, take you back, you know, and that's his job, you know, so.
Absolutely love the character. I know it's a hilarious mechanic, and I don't think you guys get enough credit for the humor you infuse in the game. Like, just like going to the store shops, talking to them, and he's like, hey, why are you still here? Shouldn't you be going out on the mission? Hey, just so many funny little nuances. What was the inspiration by all the humor in the game?
Well, so the main, I mean, I was a big fan of the LucasArts adventure games, you know, and what they had in their writing, you know. And so that's kind of like the unacknowledged or often unrecognized reference, because Ninja Gaiden is an obvious one, you know, Symphony of the Night is another.
Absolutely.
Metroid, you know. But yeah, when it comes to the writing, you know, it's just this idea that you're playing a game, you should be having a good time, you know, and hopefully your homework is already done, and now it's just time to relax.
Exactly.
You know? So we want to like welcome you in a, you know, in just a setting that's not stressful, you know?
Yes, I agree. Now, as far as levels, as far as length, what are we looking at as far as length of time with this specific DLC that's free?
Right, well, so it's a bit harder than the main game, so length will depend on skill level. But basically we have 3 full levels, including the surf, and there's a 4th one at the end that's just like an end section with the big boss fight I won't spoil. But yeah, basically after the surf level you get 2 full-blown
Nice.
You know, messenger, good old
messenger levels, platforming, all that good stuff.
Using that cloud step jump and switching 8-bit, 16-bit.
Now, back to 8 and 16 again.
Yeah,
nice.
We still have the portals and everything.
Nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, and what about any new mechanics as far as skills that he can learn?
Right. So the character, we like where the character was, and since we had New Game Plus, if we added skills, it will sort of tie into the earlier levels. Might not make sense.
Yeah.
So all the new stuff that we have is part of the levels themselves instead of your character.
Gotcha.
So you'll be interacting with new enemies. You'll be interacting with new gameplay.
New enemies?
Things. Yeah. So basically, we reskinned for them to be tropical. All the enemies, like there's not a single enemy from the Picnic Panic that you see in the main game.
Oh, nice. So we're really going with a unique enemy type.
So there are variants of like known behaviors and things like that. They're made to be a little bit harder, but they're also redesigned visually.
Nice. And now again, another thing that's really noticeable about your game has been those iconic boss fights. Yeah. So we get at least one or two maybe snuck in this tropical DLC.
What do you mean? If there's at least one or two bosses?
Yeah.
Oh, there's 3 bosses.
Oh, 3. Okay, gotcha. I didn't hear you. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we have 3 bosses. So on the surf level, he'll fight the big octopus at the end, and then there's 2 other bosses. But I'll let players.
Love the bosses, man. Love the fun little mechanics, man.
All right,
dude. We are hyped for this thing. It's good to see the growth. It's good to see this thing being supported and embraced by the community. And I'm Lord Cognito, the ninja guy, so it's a ninja game. I'm in already.
Right. Yeah.
But it's really good to see, man.
Nice.
And this is out now. This is where we are.
So we're looking at June as a window.
Okay.
We don't have like a specific date because it's just a free update that we're giving out.
Absolutely.
So it's not like we're on schedule with pre-orders or whatever.
Gotcha.
So it's just like sort of ready when it's ready. But it's looking like June makes sense.
Nice, right? It's right for the summertime, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
June. The messenger is back. We got MJ the Boss on gameplay, having a good time fighting some octopus look like right now going on. Let's see if you can get through this before we get out of here. Okay. We're throwing the projectiles back at him. This is so cool, man. So fun. We got the little parallax scrolling going on.
Absolutely, yeah.
Going with the retro. And I love that you're still bringing back 8-bit and 16-bit sensibilities, man. It's cool.
Yeah, people will be expecting that, and also speaking to the music, all the tracks are brand new for this DLC. So
nice.
3 levels means 3 level tracks, and 3 bosses means 3 new boss tracks.
One of the things I don't think you guys get enough credit is the music.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
I'll be knocking. I ain't gonna like Lord Cogn, I'll knock to those beats, man.
Right.
Those beats are cool, man. Yeah, cool. Who's your guy behind the music again?
He goes by Rainbow Dragon Eyes. His real name is Eric. He's with us here. I don't know if he's at the booth right now, but he's with us at PAX. And he's our main guy. Composing music, doing sound design, all the sound effects. 100%, it's all him.
Nice.
It was that for the main game. It's like that with the DLC as well. So
salute, brother.
Yeah,
salute,
we're not fixing things that aren't broken.
Broken,
our guy is good, so it should stay there.
My man, the messenger back at PAX in celebratory fashion. My man Thierry, another winner. Always a pleasure to see him. Always great to support indie devs and to see their dream come to life. And when I saw his name called on that stage, I was proud, man. I was proud, brother.
Dude.
Thank
you so much. Thank you so much.
LordsOfGaming.net, Iron Lord Podcast. The Messenger, pick it up, June. Free DLC. It's free. Tropical. You can't. What's gonna go wrong, man? Come on.